been working on this for a little over 2 years, and we were really interested in developing something around Nemo. And we thought it would be a really great musical. From the very beginning, the show takes us into a magical undersea water world. It's the great familiar story of Nemo, but told in an incredibly new way.
The challenges are taking the story, taking a film that was score, but no songs to hang our hats on.
Just keep spinning.
Everyone always tells you, don't ever adapt a masterpiece, don't ever try to improve something that's perfect. So when I first was asked to be part of this, I thought, well, this certainly violates that rule.
You're working with such an incredible team, and the script is both so funny, so true, so moving, and captures a whole story.
We swim together, and together we'll get out of here as a group.
The idea was to find someone who could capture the essence of Nemo.
The challenge was figuring out how to honor it in the way it needed to be honored, and make the audience love this musical as much as they love the movie.
And we somehow found a way to create a musical sound that felt like it was part of the movie, but still also had its own identity as a musical. You're exactly where you're meant to be. So grab some shells.
Each character, Dory, Marlin, Nemo, they all go on a journey and learn something and evolve. And we looked at creating motifs that could also evolve with them.
Look out!
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Help, have you seen a boat?
A boat! I've seen a boat, Paul. Thank you.
Just think of a small clownfish and what that ocean is like. It's huge, in fact, bigger than life. And when you go into the theater, it's bigger than life.
We're at the Animal Kingdom Theater in the Wild, and it's been completely renovated. They've enclosed the full theater.
We're doing things in here we couldn't have done before this theater was made into this sort of rather like a Broadway house. We use bubbles on stage and things you couldn't do.
We'll also have a world of projection so that we can create depth and multiplicity of images. And then the lighting, which will create a constant sense of being at different parts of underwater. So you're in a reef, you're in a harbor. You know, we have puppets that are from tiny to gigantic puppets, puppets that you wear on your back, that you carry in your hands, that are on poles.
The movement design is about creating an undersea world and using these puppets and people to create a language that tells a story.
We've costumed this amazing group of performers who will be doing the incredible task of not only animating the puppet, but bringing their own, actor genius and character sense to life.
I need a little taste. No. Why let him go to waste? Bruce! Remember, fish are friends. Swim away! Swim away! Not food.
I have the ability of eyebrows and sadness and things that you can't do in a rigid, face like this. So, and it's also intriguing that this becomes the mask for me.
It's kind of about how do you make the puppet come alive so it's interesting and fascinating, got its own life.
We use loosely a term called duality, the duality of actor and puppet. And it's very interesting. These aren't puppeteers. We cast great singers, dancers, and speakers, and we train them to do the puppetry. In a few short weeks, you find yourself off stage talking to the performer, and you ask them a question, and they cannot not speak through the puppet. So you ask them, what are you going to do for lunch? And they say, well, I don't know, I feel like a chicken salad. And you know then that they've achieved their goal of being, of this complete cooperation between the piece.
They're gonna wake the kids. We still have to name them. I like Nemo. Nemo.
I looked at Bobby and I said, do you remember sitting in our tiny little apartment in Astoria, Queens 3 years ago saying, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? And we were working on this song and kind of imagining things. What could it be? Oh, it could be this huge anemone, and it could be a huge piece of coral, and look at it, like turn around. They're all here, all of these things that were in our brain.
You start, like anything, with an adaptation. And in this adaptation, Bobby Lopez and Kristen Anderson Lopez have just done an extraordinary job to take this amazing story, this sort of epic journey, and then find a way to shorten it to, you know, a half-hour piece. And maintain both the heart, the humor, the adventure, and to turn it into a musical is an incredible accomplishment.
That was a great joy, being able to take such a wonderful, wonderful group of characters and a great story and be able to bring something to it and work with it. Instead of having to create everything by yourself, you're already given this amazing, amazing world to work in. If they enjoy it a tenth as much as they enjoy the movie, we'll be happy.
It's a brand new musical telling a story that is so beloved. I think guests are really going to have fun watching this show. It's packed with emotion, heart, humor, and great visual effects.
And they'll be laughing with the antics of their favorite characters, and I think also they'll be taken on an amazing journey between a father and a son, a story of great love, courage, and adventure.